Welcome to the dynamic learning hub of XLR at Andheri East. A prime spot conveniently located at just a 5-minute walk from LIC Andheri Metro. In our journey of over a decade, we have proudly trained over 2 lakh students. We have also been recognized by Deloitte, Silicon India, and other accreditation bodies. Experience learning like never before in our spacious and comfortable classrooms. With high-definition projectors and state-of-the-art acoustics in place, we ensure effective learning even to the farthest point in the room. The hybrid mode is a game changer as you can enjoy the benefits of a live classroom from the comfort of your home. Even if you happen to miss any classroom session, you can still attend the same session with the same trainer at the same time at your convenience, maintaining consistency in your learning progress. Wanna get started? Join us for a demo or career chat over a cup of coffee at our Andheri branch. XLR. We don't just train, we build careers.
Yes, so the collaboration with XLR was an excellent one. We conducted a Power BI workshop with Advanced Excel over a span of 3 days. The workshop was almost 12 hours long in total. Mr. Karthik, who was an amazing trainer, helped the students understand the concepts deeply. I am sure that the students will be able to apply these concepts in their careers as well as their daily lives.
The trainer, Mr. Karthik, was an excellent person where he explained in very detailed manner on how to give great insights using very complex data sets.
So it was a machine learning workshop. We learned a lot from the course and it was a great experience attending the workshop.
The trainer was very helpful. He had a hands-on approach with his teaching and it was fabulous.
This was a great experience for me. So I would absolutely love it if XLR and its team would come again to our campus and conduct more events like this.
It was a great course and it started from basics and took me to a great extent.
The experience of the workshop was really nice. The feedback from all the students was positive. They understood the concept. The workshop was also practical based with some questions. The experience with XLR was very smooth. They helped us in conducting the workshop smoothly right from the booking of the vendor and deciding the course till the distribution of certificates. In overall, this workshop was a success during our Technical Fest Atmos, and I thank XLR for being a part of it.
very much interested in learning digital marketing course for a very long period of time, but I don't get a proper platform. So later for my college, I get to know about XLR and I enrolled in XLR course. It was really good experience. Our course has been taken by Mayur sir, and he was very good teacher. He not only focusing on theory part, he's doing how real digital marketing works, and it was in total very good experience. I get so much of knowledge. Here they're not only focusing on study, they are also conducting different exam to test our knowledge. And as we are giving the exam, so to appreciate our work, they give certificates for the toppers, and along with the certificate they give hampers. Thank you, XLR.
Recently, I was searching for digital marketing courses online in Google, and I came across XLR and I attended a digital marketing course which was for 15 days. My mentor Mayur helped me for attending these classes. So he is a very informative and helpful guy. In the course end, there is a exam which I topped. So I came to the XLR office in Bengaluru. This digital marketing course has helped my career and my skills to develop, and the certificate has helped my company to join. Thank you, XLR.
I came to know about this course from my college. Actually, for learning platform, this is very nice, and I learned from here ChatGPT and AI from online. Vikas is teaching for me for AI generative and ChatGPT. We are using this technology more. And after finishing the courses, I came from for collecting the certificate. I seen the classrooms and faculties. Classroom is very nice. After nice. After the completion of exam, they will give gift and certificates. Thank you, XLR, for giving these courses. I learned a lot of from this. I gained the more knowledge from here. And thank you for XLR for teaching us.
Hello guys, I'm Vikram Mahajan and I'm studying in Swami Vivekananda Institute of Technology College, and
Good afternoon all. I hope I'm audible. So you can just say yes or no in the chat box. That's more than enough if I'm audible. Fine. Okay. Just a second. So yesterday, guys, we started discussing related to XPaths. That is one of the locators. Okay. So as we have already discussed, we can track the elements. Okay. Or whenever you need to track an element on the website, be it a username, be it a password name, be it a login button, all that we need will be the locators. Okay. So we can either track it by ID, either we can track it by class name, or you can track it by attribute value. Okay. Further, we also discussed that we can also use XPath. Why we are using XPath? So this is nothing but address of the element. So in this further, we have two types. One is absolute and another one is relative XPath. Okay. So the most preferably used path is relative XPath. Why? Because it directly gives us the attribute value. Rather, the absolute XPath happens to track every node, okay, which is not necessary. Just in case there are changes in this header or div or body, so it is definitely going to affect the further process. Okay, so preferably what is used is we are going to use relative XPath. So this is to find, or this is used in order to check or to find the address of the particular locators. So up to here we have done. Okay, so second, let me open Eclipse. Hold on. Just a minute. Just a minute. Jump. So automate, guys, to automate the applications. Okay. So we have a lot of frameworks which are available in the market, and one such framework is Cucumber BDD. Okay, Cucumber BDD is one such framework which is very widely used in the market. Okay, so I'll tell you what's this Cucumber BDD. I don't know how many of you have heard this, or might be you people have heard about this Cucumber BDD. It's a framework. So let's see what it is. Okay, so it's very widely used these days in companies. Okay, let us see one of the automation approach which we use, that is Cucumber, which stands for behavior driven development. Okay, so this stands for behavior driven development. What happens here is in BDD, test cases are written in simple language so that non-technical people can be read. Okay. Even the non-technical people can read. Okay. What happens in normal approach, guys? Normal approach in the sense, for example, there is something called as TDD, which stands for test-driven development. Okay, so in test-driven development, what happens is whatever test cases we write, or whatever SRS we have, SRS test cases, you all have learned this in manual testing. I think Bhargavi was present for manual, if I'm not wrong. So you will be knowing the concepts of what is a test case, what is an SRS. Okay, so these are what? These are of more of a technical documents. Okay, so this technical documents, yes, yeah, I know, I remember you were there in the for manual. Okay, so you already know what is test cases, how do we write test cases, like how do we even start figuring out the scenarios. Only when you have what? Only when you have SRS, you will be able to do that. Only when you have requirements, you will be able to write the scenarios, and further you will be able to write the test cases as a tester. So what are this? You already know these are what? These are technical documents, okay, where the technical people can understand, in the sense your project manager, or it can be your team lead, or it can be the testers or the developers or the design team. Okay, these are the people who will understand this. Okay, but for the document which should be understood even by the team who are not technical. Okay, for example, there are some stakeholders. If they want to go through your document, definitely they will not understand much of a technical document. So we need to have this in a very simple language. Okay, for that purpose, we are using Cucumber BDD. Okay, this framework is, guys, it's a very simple. It is written in very simple language. What is written in simple language? That is the test cases which are of a more of a technical form. They will be written in a very, very simple language so that even the non-technical people can read it. Even the non-technical people can understand it. Okay, that's why the approach which we follow is BDD, that is which stands for behavior driven development. Okay. Further, in BDD, we have something called as given, when, then. Okay, there are some important categories which is called as given. Second is when, and next is, you'll find these all in the document, don't worry. Then given stands for, or why do we use this keyword is, whenever you want to mention about preconditions or initial context. Okay, and when we use this keyword when is used for event. And what is this then? Then is for expected result. For example, even if you consider, okay, so these are the kind of a keywords, guys. These are the kind of a keywords which we use in this BDD approach. Given, what is this given? Given keyword means it talks about precondition or initial context. Okay, see, can you see very simple words they are used like given, when, then. Okay, so it's very easy to understand for a person who is totally of a non-tech background. Okay, keeping that in mind, this framework is built, that is Cucumber BDD. Okay, given means what? Very simple. It means what are the preconditions? Okay, in test cases, we always mention precondition, right? For example, if you want to check the login button of a Facebook, what it should be? What is the precondition? Like, firstly, the URL should be working fine. For example, you are using Facebook. So what is your expectation? That the Facebook link or the application should be working fine. Other than that, the user should be registered. Right. Until and unless you are not a registered user, definitely you will not be able to log in. Okay, you will not be able to log in into the application. So this is another thing. So such conditions, they are called as preconditions. That is to check login, what you should have prior. Prior, I should have a registered account. Only then I will be able to log in. So this is what is precondition. Okay. When is a event? Okay, you'll understand this in detail. Like event or actions, like very simple words, like what actions we are performing. Actions in the steps, what are the steps we are performing. I'll show you on Chrome, don't worry. Then is what? Then is used to represent expected result. I hope if you have gone through manual classes, you will be knowing what is this expected result, what is this precondition, what does steps means, test steps means. I hope you are aware of these concepts. Only then you'll understand this, guys. Yes, I find very new names today. Bhargavi, yes, Bhargavi is aware of this. Okay, it's good, Bhargavi. If you remember the concepts, then it will be very easy for you to connect to this. Okay, because there we were doing everything we were doing with respect to manual. Here we are automating the stuff. Okay, for example, for the same keywords, if I try to relate it with one example, it happens to be, for example, let's consider login. Login feature test case. Okay, when we write login feature test case in normal approach, what we do? We write precondition, test case description, test data, what are the steps or what are the actions which we perform, what's the expected result, what's the actual result, right? This is how we do. But here what we do is, firstly we use given, then we use, okay, one by one we'll write given. What is given? Given means precondition. Guys, what is the precondition? A second, for example. Let us go to application only, then you'll understand. एक minute. Okay, that is to test this login functionality. What should be the precondition? Given. What is this given keyword? Given keyword in Cucumber BDD means, what does it mean? It means precondition. Okay. Right now, what we are testing? We are testing the login feature. Okay, Bhargavi has dropped a message. First of all, we have to have account on it. Excellent. Absolutely right. You're right, Bhargavi. So, I want to test the login functionality. How can you test the login functionality, guys? Only then, for example, you have to sign up first. You should be a registered user. Without you being a registered user, can you put your credentials here and try to log in? For example, if my, hold on. If my credentials happen to be, for example, my username. Let us assume my username is ash@gmail.com. ash@gmail.com. Let us assume this is my valid username. And what is my valid password? My valid password is, for example, ash@123. This is an assumption. Okay, let us assume this is my valid password. When I enter my valid username and when I enter my valid password and I try to click on the login button, what is our expectation? Simple. Our expectation is I should be taken to my Facebook homepage. Okay, that is, it should be taking me to my profile. Okay, very simple. But guys, without you registering yourself, without you signing up into an application, is it possible that you log in? It can be any application, right? How will you recognize that this is you? Only when you sign up and you give your details, and definitely in backend, in the database, your details are stored. So when you're giving these credentials, it automatically rectifies you. It's not that Ashwini is trying to use her credentials and it will not take me to Bhargavi's page. This is my registered ID. Getting this point, everybody? Homepage, yes. Yes, Bhargavi, you're right. So this is why, in simple words, to log in. What is the precondition? What is the precondition is sign up. Okay, that is user should be registered. Apart from that, this URL should be working. That is URL of login page. It should get open. That is when I type facebook.com, this page should be open. This is also one of the precondition. Okay, this same thing is written here in the Cucumber BDD. What is that we have to write? Given means precondition. Okay, in simple words, it means precondition. Now, what is the precondition? URL of login page is open. Okay, now this is when. What does when means? What does when mean? When means kya? Event or actions. Okay. Actions is, this is like saying what steps you will perform. What steps you will perform in order to log in. That means when. When in the simple words means what steps you are performing in order to log in. What steps I am performing, guys? Firstly, I am entering username. Then I am entering password. Next is I am clicking on the login button. Am I not doing this? This falls under the section when. Are you following whatever I'm saying, guys? Simple. This is in very simple words. Okay. User enters. What are the actions we perform? User enters kya? Username. Then he also enters, he or she, whatever, password, and then clicks on login button. Okay. This is what we do. A user enters username, password, and clicks on login button. Then next happens to be then. What does then mean? Then mean expected result. What is your expected result? Okay. For example, when I am giving valid credentials, that is when I am entering valid username and when I am entering valid password and I am clicking on the login button, what is my expectation? My expectation is I should be taken to home page. Agree to this, everyone? Because you are giving valid credentials. Yes? Yes. I should be taken to the home page. The same thing where we will write, Okay, good. One more yes. Okay. Good to know that you're following. Chalo. Then in BDD what result? Okay, what is our expected result? User should be taken to home page, or you can simply write user should successfully log in. As simple as it, right? So this is what I'm trying to make you understand what these keywords stand for in Cucumber BDD. Now, do you agree? It's very simple. The language is so simple in BDD. It's not very technical here. See, given. So such simple words are used. When, then. Okay, these individual words represent particular context here, right? So this is what is the difference between your TDD and BDD. Are you following, guys, what I'm trying to say here? Yes. Okay. Very good. Okay. Very simple it is. And this is very widely used in the market as well, in today's market. Okay. In companies. Now, TDD stands for test driven development, and BDD stands for behavior driven development. Okay. Just a second, guys. I'll just have water and I'll be back. Hold a minute. Hold a minute. Sure. Thank you, guys, for waiting. Okay. TDD, I'll show you roughly. One second. TDD. That is, it stands for, yeah, test-driven development. What happens here is, initially we will be having SRS. SRS stands for what? System Requirement Specifications. Those who have already completed manual automation classes will be knowing what this SRS stands for. But still, SRS is nothing but System Requirement Specification. Okay, so what happens usually when a customer wants us to develop an application, he needs to give us requirements, right? Requirements in simple words, that what he wants in his application. For example, assume this customer wants Facebook. Okay, assume you don't know what is Facebook and this is the application he wants. Okay, in this Facebook, he says, I want a login button. I want a logout button. I want to send a request to XYZ person. I want to accept the request. For example, these are the requirements which he has to give. Okay, so if we do not know what that person actually wants, how can we develop a software? It's not possible, right? So the very important step we need to have from the customer or the client is nothing but requirements. Okay, so this requirements, guys, usually this requirements is taken care first by BA, that is a business analyst. Called a business analyst in your companies, who will always be dealing with the requirements. Okay, he is the person who will be in direct contact with the customer and rest of the team. Now this BA, he will go through all the requirements which are given by the customers, and he will figure out what we can implement, what cannot we implement, what are the requirements which make sense, are there some requirements which do not make sense or we cannot implement them. After figuring out all these, he will prepare one final document that is called as SRS. Okay, with the help of SRS, design team, they will start designing. Once the developer team, they start writing the code. Okay, once this is done, then we the people come in picture, that is testers. Testers, what do? We test the application with respect to SRS. Be it design team, be it development team or testers, we all refer one document which is called as SRS. Okay, when we say testers, we have to first write test cases, or if you're automating, you will be writing the test scripts. Okay, this is the only difference. But mainly what it is, mainly this document happens to be too much of technical. Okay, this SRS document is too technical. Okay, so this is about TDD. That is whatever we used so far is test-driven development. But in this behavior-driven development, what we are using right now in Cucumber, okay, these are not so complicated. Okay, these are very simple languages or keywords. If you can see here, these are very simple keywords which we use, okay, so that even the non-technical people can understand. Okay, people who are not related to any technicality, any stakeholders, like stakeholders can be anyone, stakeholders can be external people out of your company, stakeholders can be one who are financing your projects, or stakeholders has a lot of meaning, guys. Okay, or it can be your management team who do not know technicality, but still they will be able to understand this. That such type of approach is called as what? Behavior driven development. Up to here, are you all clear? What is this? Are you understanding? Firstly, you should know what is TDD and BDD. Sure. What is Cucumber? What is Cucumber? Cucumber is a testing approach which supports BDD. Okay, firstly, the very first point which you should keep in your mind is Cucumber is a testing approach which will support CAM. It supports BDD. Then it explains the behavior of the application, definitely in a simple English, right? In a simple language. Using Gherkin language. Okay, whatever we are using is called as Gherkin language. Test cases are described in Cucumber. There's something called as Cucumber feature. You'll understand this tomorrow when I show you what is this Cucumber feature, why do we need it. You'll understand everything when we do it practically. Okay. So test cases are described in what? That is where we write the test cases. Test cases are written in one file which is called as a feature file in simple words. Okay. What does this feature file do? Feature file should have extension. Okay, it will have an extension called as dot feature. Okay, and each feature file should have only one feature. Okay, each feature file will have it will have only one feature. What are test cases? Matlab, where do we put the test cases? Test cases, they are described in Cucumber feature file. There is something called as Cucumber feature file, which you will create tomorrow. I'll show you how to do everything. As of now, you can see here, this is my Cucumber. Okay, all the necessary things we have to download. I'll give you all instructions tomorrow how to do it. Then we have to create two packages. One is a runner package and another one is step definition. In this package, we will be creating one classes, that is test runner and step definition. Okay, then as I mentioned just now, this is the login feature. Okay, see, can you see here? Check login functionality. What keywords we are using? Given. Given is what we want to do. That is user is on login page. Okay. When is what? Actions which you perform. Enters valid username and password. And is nothing but I want to click on the login. Then what happens? Then is nothing but what is your expectation? Expectation is user is navigated to home page. That is your test case is written in where or it is described in where? It is described in something called as feature file. Can you see extension dot extension login dot feature? Okay, this is what I have given here in the steps. Okay, it will have test cases are described in what? Cucumber feature file, and feature file should have extension. What extension? Dot feature. And each feature file should have only one feature. Okay. What are the important terms which are used in Gherkin language? Feature. Feature money. Summary. Then I have something called as and. And means add conditions to your steps. Then we have something called as given. Given money. Precondition. When. When money. What does when mean? When mean event or the actions. What actions we perform? Actions means the steps. Steps we perform. That is described as when. Then lastly, we have something called as then. Then means expected result. Expected output of the actions. Okay. Up to here, are you all clear? Any doubts? The terminology is what is Cucumber? Yes, no, maybe. Clear. Okay. Thanks, Bhargavi, for replying. Chalo, this is a little, this is all an introduction. No doubts, ma'am. Okay, thanks. Thanks for the reply. Okay, so this is a brief introduction about what is Cucumber. Okay, what is this framework? Okay, and how simple it is, or how it is different from your other frameworks and this particular framework. Now, guys, to implement this, okay, you should be having certain things, like you should be having Java on your system. You should be having Eclipse on your system. Then you should have your Maven project. Then you should be having Selenium WebDriver. Then you should be having JUnit. Then also you should install Cucumber. Okay. I think up to here, I have already given you all instructions. Okay, from your start of the class, I have given you all these instructions because for automation, you will need Java. Then you will need IDE, that is Eclipse is the IDE which we are using. Then you should create Maven project. I have already given you all instructions. How do you download the web drivers, everything. Okay, what is left is JUnit and Cucumber. Okay. See, as you can see, everything is given here in the instructions for you all. Okay, sure. Next, I'll tell you what are the steps to be followed. Next second. What version of Java? What version of Eclipse you have downloaded? First, you have to download Java, or simply to check whether Java is there in or not in your device. All that you have to do is go to your command prompt. Okay, just in case someday you have, you have installed, and if you want to check, go to your command prompt, and here you will type Java. Wait a second. Space hyphen. Sorry. Can you see? What you have to do is go to your command prompt, open your command prompt and give an instruction. What is the instruction you'll give? Java space. Space Java space. Everything is in small letters. Java space. Give hyphen. Okay. Hyphen. Not underscore. Dash. Hyphen money dash. Okay. Java space dash version. You just type this and click on enter. It will show what Java you have. See, right now I have JDK 21.0.21.0.2. This is the version which I have in my device. Okay, the same way it will show you if you have Java in your device. Without Java, you cannot write anything, guys. You need to download Java. Then you have to download the Eclipse. Okay. Anything you're stuck with, Veena? Got understood now? How do you do? Okay, just check it whether you have or not. If you do not have, all you have to do is you have to download Java. Okay, check. IDE, you can use anything. You can use Eclipse. You can use IntelliJ. We have IntelliJ also in the market, but it's okay. Let's go step by step. Firstly, what we will do, we will try to create one file. Okay. For that, what you have to do is step number 1. I'll do just to show you the steps. Okay. Once I write, go to Eclipse. Then step number 2, go to File. Then you will select New. Then you will select Maven project. Okay. Then from there you will select simple project. Then you will click on (17.0.11). It's a very old version. Veena, who's it? Sorry, it's Veena only, na? Yes. It's a very old version, Veena. I suggest you have to uninstall that. Uninstall and download Java once again. Steps are very, really simple. Are you getting? It's an old version. That's an old version. It will cause you problem. Okay, check. The latest version, I guess, is 2020.0 something. Okay, I think that's the latest version. यार आपका नोटपैड कहाँ गया? Yes, here we are. Okay, simple project. Then we will click on next. Again, then we will click on next. Okay. Then after that, you have to give the group ID. It will display something called as group ID. Okay. For example, कुछ भी name कर सकते हो. You can name anything. For example, I'll name NOP commerce underscore cucumber. Anything you can name. Okay. Then artifact. It will ask you for artifact ID. Remember, your artifact group ID and artifact ID both should be same. So I'll just copy paste this. Okay. Then you will lastly click on finish. Okay. That is what happens, you know. This is our Eclipse. What we go to file. Okay. Then you'll click on new. Under new, you will say second. You'll say Maven project. Okay. Under Maven project, what you'll select, you know, you'll click on this. Create a simple project. Okay. Here there is a checkbox. You'll say create a simple project. After that, what you'll say? You will say next. Okay. Then after that, what you'll do? You will give a group ID. For example, in chat box, I have shown you NOP commerce underscore cucumber. Then you will give a artifact ID. Similarly, NOP commerce underscore cucumber, for example. Okay. Group ID and artifact ID both should be same. Do not make any changes. Then you will click on next. Again, you will get next. Then you will say finish. I don't want to create a new Maven project. Already I have a Maven project. Okay. These are the steps to create a Maven project. Got it, everybody? How do we do? The same instructions you have to follow on your Eclipse. So these are necessary, guys. Without this, you won't be able to do. Then Once you create a Maven project, everything is done. There is something called as pom.xml. Okay, there will be a pom.xml. Okay, go to pom.example. Then we will come here later. Go to MVN repository. MVN repository we have used before also, have showed you. Okay, whenever we want to copy the dependencies, we use this. Okay, this is one depository. I'll show you. Once I write it. We'll go to Maven repository. Then what you will do, you will search for Cucumber Java. Cucumber space Java. Okay. Then what we do is we will choose Cucumber JVM Java. There will be something called as this. You'll have to choose this. Then what you will do, step number 5. I'll show you, don't worry. You will click the dependency. Okay. That is, then you'll copy it. Copy the dependency and paste it in. Where do we paste it? pom.xml. Sure. That is, where do we go? We go to MVN repository. Okay, Veena. I'll ask the team where this document needs to be shared. Okay, same notepad, whatever is available now. I will just put it in a Word doc and I will share the file. Okay, and I hope you'll get it from the team. Okay. Okay, fine. So this is, guys, what I want to do. I have to copy the dependencies. We have done this before also. There is something called as Maven repository. Whenever we want to copy the repository, this is what? This is kind of a third-party library from where we can copy the stuffs. Okay, that is all the dependencies. Here, what we have to search, we have to search for Cucumber Java. Okay, Cucumber Java, and just click here. Then what I said, choose for Cucumber JVM Java. Okay, what did I do? Firstly, I came to this Maven repository. Then I searched for what? Cucumber Java. This gets displayed. All you have to do is you have to choose on Cucumber JVM Java. This is a link here. You have to click on this Cucumber JVM Java. Okay. एक सेकेंड दिखाई दे रहा हूँ मुझे info cubes यही है. Okay, just I was cross checking. Then after this, what you will do, you will go to the latest version, whatever it is. Here, can you see this packages and all? Just you will be clicking on this latest version. Okay, just click this, and here you will get the option. As you can see, always you have to select on this type, Maven. Okay, then what you will do, you will have to copy this. You will copy this, and where you will paste it, you will paste in this pom.xml. ये जो cucumber का pom.xml होता है ना, यहाँ पर आपको copy करना पड़ता है. Okay, here you will have to copy this. Are you all getting this? We have done this before also. This is Cucumber artifacts. Yeah. Can you see this? Cucumber Java artifacts. This is where I have already pasted. Everything is already available on my system, guys, but you have to do this. You have to follow this step. Okay? Then next is, how do we install Cucumber? I'll give you instructions to install Cucumber. Then after that, we'll stop. First, what you have to do, go to help section. Then we have to go to Eclipse Marketplace. Then third step is you will type for Cucumber. Then click install. Okay. Just just in case if you get any pop-ups, then you will say select all. You will have to click on select all and wait. Okay. Wait, guys. Wait till it gets downloaded. Okay. And then it automatically restarts. Okay. Don't worry. It will restart your Eclipse. And no need to freak out when it happens. Okay. I'll show you here on the window. Sorry, 1 second. This is the Eclipse. What do we do? For example, you want to install this Cucumber on your device. What you will do? You'll go to this help section. Okay. In this help section, you have something called as Eclipse Marketplace. Okay. Go to, in the headers, you have this help section. Then go to Eclipse Marketplace. Then click on this. Okay. Hold on. That will take a little time to load. This is a search bar. You can see the icon is already here representing itself. So here you will type Cucumber and click on search. See, for on my device, guys, it is already available. So it is showing me installed. Okay. For you people, it will just say install. Okay. You have to click on that install button. Once when you click on that install button, if at all you get a pop-up saying whether you want to accept the risk and all, it will give you a lot of pop-ups. Just say, just select I accept and just say select all yes. Jo bhi hai yes is bolte jao. Then it will start getting downloaded and then the Eclipse will get restarted itself. Got it? This is how you have to install your Cucumber. Fine. Then tomorrow we will see these all. Once you are done with this, then we will be able to do this rest of the things. For that, you need to have Cucumber on your device. Got it, everybody? Yes. Okay. Chalo. Fine, guys. We will continue tomorrow. Cucumber, I'll show you how do we implement the test cases tomorrow. Okay. You'll see it. Meanwhile, get this on your device. Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye. Have a good day ahead. See you tomorrow at the same time. Bye.